Hey guys, another bonus training because I was walking with my husband this morning and we were talking about our businesses. He has his own business as well, and he's doing a lot of social media training and he's learning from another company. And we were talking about some things that he thought I should be doing in this group for you guys. And I told him that so far we put up a poll and you guys are saying that you're struggling. The top two places you're struggling is finding the right customer and growing an audience on Facebook. So that was my problem too. And I can specifically help you with that. So I wanted to do this bonus training. And just to let you know, the best way to use this group is two ways. You can show up here every Tuesday, Thursday, and make sure you're catching all of my live trainings. I'm going to label them in these guides or save them in these guides so you can always go back and you can find all of the topic, all the trainings on branding, all the trainings on a DMO, all the trainings on, whatever. I'm going to build this as I go based on what you guys are saying you're needing from me and based on the questions that I'm getting or the conversations maybe that we're having in Messenger. So you can stay here yourself every Tuesday, Thursday, learn all of this stuff and turn around and regurgitate it to your team. Or you can invite your teams here and you can tag them in the appropriate trainings so that they can just watch it on their own. This saves you a ton of time, you guys, because two more reasons. Number one, if you're like me, my team doesn't listen to me always. They're not always listening to me. I'll say it 100 times, and until they hear it from somebody else, it's not like, oh, okay, that's what I'm going to do. So a lot of times if your team hears it from you and then hears it from somebody else who has been successful, that's when it finally sinks in and they're like, oh, this doesn't make sense to me, but it makes sense to these other people. So that could help you as well. And saves you a ton of time because I know I'm at a position now that I can't have this conversation with 25 new people a month, 30 new people a month. I can't. I don't have the time. I wish I could be on the phone with everybody, but I also don't want them to think they have to be on the phone. So that's one of the reasons I put this group together, and I hope you can benefit from it too. Either listen and learn and regurgitate it to your teams as you need to, or pop them right in here and tag them where they need to start. And I would just stick them straight on guide one and say, just go with us. And I'm going to help you, task by task to do what I did to get your Facebook page revamped up. So we're going to talk about an audit of a Facebook page. So the first thing I do when I start a new team member is get a post up and get some money in their pocket. If they get the post up and there's crickets and no money in the pocket, happens a lot, then we need to go, and we need to stop, and we need to have a look at that Facebook page. So then I go in and do kind of a deep dive audit on their Facebook page, and I tell them all the things they immediately need to change because they're going from a profile to a business. So do you need to start another Facebook page? That's the first question I get asked. No. A business Facebook page, you have to pay to get views. And we do not want any of our prospect or any of our downline having to pay to get views on Facebook. You can get all the organic reach you need and you will never have to spend a dime. There are 3 billion with a B people on here, you guys. It's a very, very attractive place to be to show what you're loving and using. And if you do it in the right way, people will be attracted to that and they will come to you asking you about your services. So the first thing we're going to do is a Facebook page, and I'm going to show you my Facebook page because I have a lot of social media friends. I don't want to show somebody else's page without their permission, and I also don't want to show what you don't want it to look like in case they jump in here. And I don't want to upset anybody. But I do see a lot of pages out there, you guys, that are not attractive. And you keep saying, I don't know why I'm not selling anything, and I can tell you 5 reasons why. Your Facebook page looks wonky and people do not want to jump in or even be watching that. So you want your page to look very attractive and like a real person, not like a salesperson, because no one wants to friend a salesperson. So I'm going to show you the parts. All right. So very high tech. I'm just turning you around. You want your cover photo to be something related to you. Now, you can put a cover photo up that has information about your business, but now you're not a person, you're a business. If you want to attract people to ask you about your business and services, you could definitely put that up there. I actually do not train my team to do that. I train my team to be a human being first and a business second. So everything that I have them do happens in their group and not on the very first two places that they see, which is the cover page and your profile. Profile normally should just be you. My husband and I kind of work this, and that's why he's in there. So make sure you have a clear profile picture. I'll just show you what some of mine have looked like. Oh, it's not going to show you right now because my internet is off. So a profile picture of you. You can do your husband if he works the business with you. If he doesn't, it's better just to be you. You definitely don't want it to be you and your whole family because no one can see your face in these little thumbnails right here. You want this little thumbnail to have a big enough picture of you so that you can see who you're looking at, okay? The next thing you're going to do right here is your intro. Use this space. Tell people who you are. The most important part of marketing is you want to get the message to your prospect. Oh my gosh, she's just like me. And here is where you can spend a lot of time putting together what you are. I'll tell you what you are not. You are not Avon. You are not Mary Kay. You are not Unique. You are not, well, you are unique, but not the company Unique. You are not Modaire. You are not Monet. You are not, any damsel in defense. You're not Savvy. That is not you. You are a human being, and you are not the company that you work for. And you're, by the way, not working for them. So you should not have any information about your company at all on this profile. If you look into your company's social media policy, it probably tells you that that's a violation anyway. So if you have anything on your profile saying that you work for that company or that you are part of that company, I would take that off immediately. So for me, I love coffee, love wine. I have kids, I have a husband, I love to travel, and I love food. So these are a lot of my brand. And then I show them a little bit of humor because I'm saying depending on the day, you just never know what order that's going to be. So very clean right here. You don't want every single job that you've ever had. You don't want every single business you've ever been part of. All that shows people is that you are not going to be in this for the long haul, that you jump from company to company, that you jump from job to job. Take all that crap off. You are not here. This is not a resume. You only need a few things here. That part you can't move. I have my job listed as I help women kick their Botox habit because this a lot of times will come up in groups. They'll see my thumbnail and then this will be next to it and it causes people to be like, what does she do? They click my thumbnail and it takes me to their page. Then you're going to want to have a link in bio. I will drop my link and I can't show you now because my computer is not working. This link is going to take you to all of my assets. Anything that I want people to look at that's a little bit more salesy, that is one link. You get one shot to do that. You do not want that to say your company. You want that to say you. And then you can do a link. I'll show you how you can get this link in bio for free if you want, or there's a whole bunch of different ones out there. This is the one I've always used, so this is the one I'm sticking with. You can edit your featured right here. These are your stories that you want to pop up and edit. These are stories that you've put in. So I have what I do in a day. People watch this. This is like all the stories that show what a social media marketing rep does. This are some of my featured posts. So these are any of your stories that you want to feature. And I think some of your old posts can be here too. You want to make sure that when they're looking, that they can scroll, and they're not seeing any salesy, weird pictures of products. They're not seeing any buy my stuff. They're not seeing anything that says, as soon as you accept my friend request, I'm going to ask you to buy something from me. None of that. This is my life. I sprinkle in a little bit of products, and that's not going to show you anymore after that. You want to make sure that your friends are hidden. That I'm on my own page so I can see my friends, but you do want to make sure that nobody else has access to your friends list. And there's a whole bunch of different reasons why that is. That is just very quickly what I do with a new recruit. I try to make it short and sweet. Pick a good cover photo that's going to be attractive, that people can identify with. A lot of people love the beach. I put that there. Pick a great profile picture. Make sure you have nothing in your bio that's going to alert them to the fact that you're going to try to be a spammy weirdo. Make sure you have some things highlighted here, and you can do that over time if you don't have anything right now. One other thing you can do, the pinned post. So when I'm doing a recruiting post that does well, that gets a lot of likes, this one's not too many, 78 likes and some comments. Sometimes I'll get hundreds. I will pin it at the top of my page. So this is the first thing they see. So I can't even show you what it says because my computer is not working. And this is everything that I want them to know. This is basically like my business op if they want to look at it, but it looks like a regular post until they open this up, and it kind of goes through everything that I want people to know about me from the business opportunity standpoint. And I pin that to the top. That's the first thing I want people to see. And then the rest of it will scroll in. I'm doing a deal right now on our Lumi Spa. So I basically just say, happy Sunday. Nothing's made such a difference in my aging than skin than this beauty right here. If you don't have one already, I'd love to hear what you are loving about it if you do have one, and I may have something for you. So I'm asking my customers to start popping comments down below. Now, that post didn't get a whole lot of reach right now. It's Sunday. People are at church. However, I am going to boost it. This is a little side hack for you with my own pictures. So anytime you're doing a business type post, and we call these curiosity posts. If you have my DMO, you'll see this listed as a curiosity post. I don't say, oh my God, I'm having a sale on the Lumi Spa right now. It does this, this, and it's only this much money today. That's a sales post. It's not even going to get any views, and nobody wants to see that. It's a curiosity post. It's a happy Sunday. Oh my God, nothing has helped me more than this thing right here. I don't say what the thing is. And if you already have one, I'd love to hear what you love about it, and I have something for you. So I'm telling my customers, hey, if you'll put what you're loving about your Lumi Spa in the comments, I'm going to put you all in a little, in a drawing for a free something that goes with that, right? So that's how I get my customers to interact. I will actually share that specific post to them later on today. Hey, hope you're loving your Lumi Spa. I'd love for you to jump in the comments right here and tell me what you love. I'm putting everyone who does that for me into a drawing for a free eye cream or whatever. Do I say that in the post? No, I don't. I say that in a direct message where I share that link directly to them in Messenger, and that's where I tell them, hey, if you do this for me, I'll put you in a free drawing. You don't put that in the post. So most everybody who I've seen jump in here has really good Facebook pages, but for your teams, go to their page, have a look. Sometimes you have to be kind of gentle about this. So I wouldn't inbox somebody and be like, hey, I took a training, blah, blah, blah. Here's where this can help you. If you're too afraid to say something to them, but you know they need it, just pop them in here and tag them in that. They're never going to know the difference. And then they'll hear it from somebody else and they'll be like, oh my gosh, these are good ideas. But what you can say is, and I say this to my team all the time, go and look at your profile. Hit that little button that says view as. Then you're going to view as a stranger. Make sure there's both enough to look at that you seem interested enough or interesting enough for them to follow, and that there's not a bunch of salesy, spammy, weirdo stuff on your page that makes them be like, I'm not accepting that friend request, because if I do, she's going to try to sell something to me. You want to have your life, your brand, not your company's, and your just personality there. Because the first step in closing a sale is that person needs to say, oh my gosh, she's just like me. And this is the first look or view into that kind of gets them hooked, where they're like, what is she up to? I'm not really sure. I'm going to watch her for a while. I like the things she's talking about. And everything is going to be, just like my DMO says, very curious. You're not going to blurt everything out. You're not going to spill all the beans. Very curious. That way they have to come to you and say, what the hell is that? Is that a sex toy? Or are you using that to clean your face? You know, you want them to come to you and have a question about whatever you're curiously posting about. You're not going to spill all the beans. So I hope that helps. Do that for yourself and with your team. Another really great little homework that I give my teams while we're discussing this Facebook audit is the branding exercise, which says you send a message to 5 of your best friends and ask them to describe you in 5 words, or describe things that you love. in 5 words. Like, tell me 5 things that I love and tell me 5 things about me. Your closest friends and family, like your mom, your best friend, your people that you hang around with, your husband, whatever. Those are going to be the 5 things that you can put in that little bio section to get you started with, this is who I am. So write all that stuff down. If you need to rewatch this, do that. And then let me know in the comments below. If you've done it, let me know what you found on your team's pages. Let me know if it was helpful, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye, you guys.